With the return of Ghostbusters to cinema screens comes the unwelcome return of the cheaply made movie tie-in video game. If you're one of the poor saps who actually bought the uninspired twin-stick shooter, allow us at IGN to wash that taste from your mouth with a reminder that a much better Ghostbusters game exists right now for PS3 and Xbox 360. After decades of Ghostbusters 3 very resolutely not getting made, despite near constant badgering by Dan Aykroyd, Terminal Reality teamed up with Sony and Sierra to make the closest equivalent, given that the actors weren't getting any younger. Delays occurred, publishers were changed, scripts were reworked, and Hollywood actors got into squabbles regarding their likeness. But finally, the game came out in 2009, just in time for the 25th anniversary of the franchise. But that's all history. It's 2016. Does the game still hold up? Well, having played it recently, we could say that if you're a fan of the original cast and film, you owe it to yourself to play this. Between the character dialogue, the locations rendered in loving detail, and the very canonical ghost-busting equipment and techniques, this is a game made by fans for fans. Picking up 2 years after Ghostbusters 2, you're a mute rookie joining the 4 original cast members in digital bodies as they bust ghosts. As usual, they barely acknowledge your existence while belting out witty dialogue to one another because this is their show and you're just a part of it. The plot goes out of its way to tie together threads of the first 2 films while incorporating ideas from the development hell residing Ghostbusters Hellbent. You've just been inducted into this roving gang of freelance scientists when a massive PKE wave hits the city, unleashing tons of ghosts, both old and new, with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man making its contractual appearance. The plot then weaves through location after location from the films while you're hounded by Peck and Peacock trying to stop you from saving everyone. We're not going to spoil the story, but let's just say that Gozer and Vigo are both mentioned, and someone is asked if they're a god. They even got a reference to Extreme Ghostbusters in there for the odd 90s kid. The gameplay is oddly faithful to the film, where you use your proton pack to weaken ghosts before using a capture beam to slam them around a bit before trapping them exactly as shown in the films. The proton streams bend in real time, just as shown in the films, and a lot of the ghosts are callbacks to the same. This is occasionally frustrating with up to 5 proton streams crisscrossing the screen at any given time. It's likely you'll cross the streams and get blown away at some point, but it's still in the spirit of things, we suppose. Fans will enjoy the occasional jokes by the principal cast, sadly never to reunite again given the passing of Harold Ramis. Dan Aykroyd has gone on record as saying that this is Ghostbusters 3, as many ideas he had for the sequel were folded into the script of the game once he got involved. And the acquisition of the infamously difficult to work with Bill Murray was a masterstroke, as even getting him to sign on to another Ghostbusters project was the roadblock to getting another film for quite some time. With Ramis' passing, this is the closest fans will ever get to a true sequel in the original universe. So overall, if you're a fan of the original films, we'd recommend you check this one out. Though aged visually, the jokes still land and the gameplay is still solid enough. Far and away the best Ghostbusters game and a fitting end to the trilogy that never was.